Assalamu alaikum. বিরতির পর আবার আমরা ফিরে এলাম চ্যারিটি ইন প্রোগ্রেস অনুষ্ঠানে ইন কনভারসেশন উইথ ইকরা ইন্টারন্যাশনাল। আমরা চারজন অতিথিদের সাথে কথা বলছি এবং আমরা কথা বলছি ইকরা ইন্টারন্যাশনাল বিভিন্ন প্রজেক্টকে নিয়ে এবং স্পেশালি তাদের যে আপকামিং দুটি প্রজেক্ট আছে। আপনারা জানেন ইকরা ইন্টারন্যাশনাল হচ্ছে একটি ডেডিকেটেড ডিসেবল চিলড্রেনকে নিয়ে কাজ করে এবং আপনারা বহু সময় দেখেছেন চ্যানেল এসের পর্দায় বিভিন্ন ধরনের নিউজে দেখেছেন, অনুষ্ঠানে দেখেছেন তারা কীরকম ডেডিকেটেডলি কাজ করে যাচ্ছেন ডিসেবল চিলড্রেনদের সাথে। পাশাপাশি তারা একটি ইন্টারন্যাশনাল অর্গানাইজেশন, শুধু ডিসেবল চিলড্রেন না, যেখানেই পৃথিবীর যে অঞ্চলেই যেখানেই ক্যালামিটি হচ্ছে সেখানেই তারা ছুটে যাচ্ছেন, তারা তাদের উইদিন দি ক্যাপাসিটি যতটুকু সহায়তা করার তারা করে যাচ্ছেন এবং বর্তমানে তারা আফ্রিকাতেও বেস আছেন এবং বিভিন্ন অন্য দেশে আছেন। আমরা কথা বলছিলাম প্রিভিয়াস সেগমেন্টে তাদের যে আপকামিং ইভেন্ট, ওয়ান অফ দ্য ইভেন্ট ইজ গালা ডিনার, যেটা হচ্ছে আগামী রবিবার 7 তারিখ রয়্যাল রিজেন্সি হলে এবং শুরু হচ্ছে 5:30টার দিকে। আমরা এই অনুষ্ঠান সম্পর্কে আরেকটু জানার চেষ্টা করব এবং পাশাপাশি তাদের কাছ থেকে জানার চেষ্টা করব সেকেন্ড আরেকটি ইভেন্ট যেটা হচ্ছে এবং বিস্তারিত একটু টাচ করার চেষ্টা করব যে এই দুটি ইভেন্টের মেইন পারপাসে তারা বলেছেনই, বাট ইন ডিটেল আরেকটু ফাইন্ড আউট করার চেষ্টা করব। এই পর্যায়ে আমার সাথে একজন নতুন অতিথি যোগ দিয়েছেন। তিনি হচ্ছেন আমার ইমিডিয়েট ডান পাশে জনাব আব্দুল্লাহ আব্দুল্লাহ মহিম। তিনি হচ্ছেন ফর্মার ফাইন্যান্সিয়াল অফিসার ইন দি লোকাল অথরিটি। থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ ফর জয়নিং উইথ আস। নাও ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম রহমতুল্লাহ। জনাব হাবিব ভাই, আপনি বলেছেন যে আমরা গালা ডিনার করছি এবং আপনি ক্লিয়ারলি টাইমও দিয়েছেন এবং ইউ হ্যাভ অলসো গিভেন আস দি অ্যাকচুয়াল ডিটেল অ্যাবাউট ইট। একটু জানতে চাবো সেকেন্ড ইভেন্টটা কি?
আচ্ছা, সেকেন্ড ইভেন্ট হচ্ছে একটা ব্যাডমিন্টন টুর্নামেন্ট।
আচ্ছা,
এগেইন আপনি যে শামসুল ভাই ব্রেইন চাইল্ড তাই মনে করছেন যে আমরা ইনিশিয়ালি কইছেন যে একটা টুর্নামেন্টের মাধ্যমে আমরা হোল কমিউনিটির এখানে ইনভলভ করা দরকার। ইটস অ্যান অ্যাক্টিভিটি, পজিটিভ অ্যাক্টিভিটি। এটার মাধ্যমে যদি হোল কমিউনিটি ইনভলভ হন তাহলে একটা অ্যাওয়ারনেস হইল বার্মিন মুসলমানদের লাগে যে তারা যে দুঃখ কষ্ট করা। আর সেকেন্ডলি আমরা টুগেদার ইউনাইটেডলি উই ক্যান রেজ সাম ফান্ড এজ ওয়েল, সো দ্যাট ইকরা যে একটা ক্যাম্প আছে, বড় একটা ক্যাম্প আছে এখানে, আবার 30 একর জায়গা, প্রায় 10,000-এর মতো মানুষ এখানে আছেন। এরা তো বিভিন্ন দরকার আছে, ফান্ডামেন্টাল কিছু দরকার আছে, এই যে হিউম্যান বিং, শিক্ষা, খাওয়া দাওয়া থেকে লাগাইয়া, ওগুলো লাগে আমরা যত পারি একটু হেল্প করলাম। তো মেইন পারপাস ইজ মেইনলি টু রেজ অ্যাওয়ারনেস অ্যাবাউট দেয়ার plight, and secondly to raise fund that much needed, and Iqra is there as Dr. Awal Shah যেটা কইছেন যে আসলে এখানে অ্যাক্সেস দরকার, গভর্নমেন্টে খুব ডিসিপ্লিন ওয়েতে একটা জিনিস নিছে যেটা Iqra ইজ এ প্রাউড পার্ট অফ দ্যাট। সো এটা আমরা যে পয়সা রেজ করি না এখানে সাকসেসফুলি এফেক্টিভলি এই পয়সাগুলো আমরা রোহিঙ্গা বার্মিজ মুসলমানদের কাছে ডিস্ট্রিবিউট করতাম পারবো।
মানে আপনারা এই টাকাগুলো তুলছেন এই বিভিন্ন ধরনের এই স্পেশালি এই দুইটা অনুষ্ঠানের মাধ্যমে।
জি,
আপনার কাছে জানার চেষ্টা করব এই ব্যাডমিন্টন টুর্নামেন্ট কোন দিন হচ্ছে?
এটা আমরা 14th of January 14 তারিখ রবিবার ইউনিভার্সিটি অফ ইস্ট লন্ডনের তার একটা ক্যাম্পাস আছে, খুব সুন্দর একটা ক্যাম্পাস। এটা আপনার ডকল্যান্ড ফোর্সেস স্টেট অফ আর্ট ব্যাডমিন্টনের তার মানে এখানে মনে হয় প্রায় 40টা না 50টা কোর্টও আছে, huge facility, 20 courts.
Okay.
So they are involved, University of East London is involved with our campaign as well. And we have some charities as well. I will say their names because they have donated quite a lot of money for this as well.
আচ্ছা, আমরা আসবো আপনার কাছে আবারও একটু পরে, কিন্তু তার আগে জেনে নেই আমাদের নতুন অতিথির কাছে জনাব আব্দুল্লাহ মহিম। আপনার কাছে আমার প্রশ্ন থাকবে, you're very well known face within the badminton tournaments, and people who play badminton within our community are very well known face. Now, if you can briefly touch, how did you get involved with badminton?
Well, that's an interesting question. Basically, initially, I was playing badminton.
Okay.
And it was very costly.
I see.
So I decided to see whether I can turn that into income.
I see.
So it was hobby to a business, basically.
I see.
When my first daughter was born, I was thinking that I need another income to send her to madrasa.
Okay.
So I was asking people to buy stuff from me.
Okay.
Equipments.
So basically you entered through that and you had the passion for the game, and then you entered into the journey.
Alhamdulillah, Allah blessed me. Every time I had a child, my business was doubling.
So that's a barakah, a blessing, mashallah. We should know that. Now, my next question to you would be, as we have heard from Janab Habibur Rahman, that Iqra International is organizing a badminton tournament. How did you get involved with this particular tournament?
A brother who I know was Jubair Bhai. He called me. He said, Abdullah Bhai, I need your assistant. I said, what do you want? Because we want to raise money for Rohingya. And I was doing one for myself anyway. So I said, what I'm going to do.
When you say you were doing for yourself,
I was going to do
separately?
a tournament. Yeah, separately.
Okay.
Okay, so I said, oh, in that case, I was just I'll do one jointly with you. So that would make it, we will make it a big event.
So with the Iqra International
With Iqra International. In my heart, I was going to make sure that this event, whatever I'm going to make, I'm going to put it into Iqra because this is for charity. So I said, okay, in that case.
And it's nothing to do with the business or anything. The full donation will go towards the charity.
100%, yeah.
Okay,
Alhamdulillah. So every year we do tournaments and we raise money for charity. Last year we raised money for Iqra as well through one of my brother called Qamarul. He's well known as well. We did a tournament and we raised over about £800.
Is it nationwide or only in London?
That was local. That was local in Tower Hamlets. And we contributed to Iqra last year.
Okay, so you contributed last year. Fair enough. I'll come back to you, but before that, I've got more questions to ask you about badminton in particular.
Sure, no.
But just before that, I'll just move on to Janab Shamsul Haq. You're the brainchild behind this tournament. Tell us the story. Let us know what is that behind it.
Well, actually, it's obviously when we sit down with Habib Bhai, so we were thinking of doing some activities.
And how long ago are we talking about?
This is
6-7 weeks, I think, not that long.
Yeah, just
Okay,
a couple of months
that's
actually.
Yeah.
So obviously, it's a situation. I'm normally a football person, so I play football and I'm involved with football. So obviously, football, there's always a charity.
Do you play normally badminton? Have you played?
Badminton on and off. I'm not a regular badminton player. So, and then obviously, when we spoke to Habib Bhai, we have to do something. There's an activity, and it's a season coming, like very winter season. There's nothing much you can do outdoors. It's very cold and everything. Especially with the football tournament, there's not many. There's not enough long day or people's not thingy. So actually, I was just sitting down and thinking, what do I do? Well, I need to do something since Habib Bhai preached something. So obviously, there's one of the things came across is badminton tournaments, which is I haven't heard much happening around for charities, and people are not many involved with it. I know there's loads of tournaments happening, but so this is one of the. So I approached Habib Bhai and I said, look, this is something that we can do because I think it will work. Not many people has done it so big. So if we do it really big, then obviously we start talking, and then along we got Abdullah I mentioned came along a name. And then that's it. We approached Abdullah Bhai.
And that's how it went together.
And that's how it went. And
now, I'm more interested to find out how are people going to raise the fund? How are you going to raise the fund?
The fundraising, basically, obviously, there's a registration fee of £20. Per person. Obviously, this money will go to the charity after the expense, whatever, for the hall and thingy. So that's one of the fundraising way to raise.
What about the team?
This one more, Abdullah Bhai will know more how to organize the teams and what he's with the main organization of the whole badminton tournament.
Okay. He's the badminton guru. Can you tell him?
Fair enough. That's fine. I'll find out more detail. And this is how. So, if someone wants to join in, do they still have time? Because it's just happening this Sunday, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh no, it's the following
Sunday,
14th of January.
Yeah.
So, how will people get involved?
We got a link, which is we've been sending around, and also.
Where's this link? Where can they find that? Is it a website?
It's in the Iqra International website. If you go to, it's on the front page. You'll see a Iqra International, obviously Relief for Rohingya. That's a campaign for Rohingya.
Okay.
And underneath that, there's a link where you can register. Also, you have Abdullah Bhai's number. So whoever knows Abdullah Bhai Facebooks or anything, you can directly contact with Abdullah Bhai and get all the information you need. That's another way as well. Yeah.
Great, thank you very much. I'll come back to you again. Now, Janab Abdullah, the question perhaps will be now the tournament. As we've heard, you're the guru of the organising the tournament. Now, give us a little bit of details. Give us a little bit of details. Okay. How are you going to organise?
Okay, basically, there's a surprise element in this tournament.
So when you say surprise, we talk about prize.
Prizes are there
as well.
Prizes are there.
Okay.
But the surprise element we're talking about is this is the first time we are introducing our sisters and our sisters in the tournament. So we have.
So is it sister as well
We
playing?
have, yes. And I've been talking about this. Last time I was in a TV channel, I was saying I'm going to introduce sisters in a tournament. I'm going to get our sisters involved.
So when you say that, I mean, slight question related to that. People might have a little bit of technical question would be, how are you going to maintain the parameters?
That's a good question. We have a one whole hall for sisters.
Okay.
And it's dedicated for them.
So is it a segregated hall?
Properly segregated.
With full facility.
This is it. Every time I try to do something, I try to put a benchmark so that everybody can see how it's done. They can improve on it. And they can, carry on with it. But this is the time. The surprise element is, the sisters already. We have 12 to 14 teams already.
Yes.
And our target is 20 teams for sisters. And at the same time, we got social level players, whereas people who have contributed and helping out and they never held a racket. We want them to come and hold a racket.
So now, Mike, perhaps is it because you've got then different levels of game then?
Scattered throughout the day.
Okay, so we have got beginners, we've got intermediate, and we've got advanced. Is that how you're going to distribute the players?
Yeah.
Okay, then how are you going to find out who's intermediate, who's advanced?
Well, basically, all the majority, I would say, the players that who's going to take part. Majority of them, I would know him. I would know them their level.
On a personal level.
On a personal level.
Now,
yes.
for example, you might not know someone who's just watching the television and would be interested to join in. So,
they are very welcome to join in. It's open. There are so many ladies, not just Bengali, outside of our ethnicity. They are welcome to join as well. And I hope they do.
Yeah, thank you for clarifying that. That would have been my next question.
Yeah, I hope they do. I know a lot of them. Okay. I will be sending out a lot of texts and emails, and I will put up the whole details on my Facebook.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that this will not only 20 teams, we might take it to 28 teams.
28 teams.
In the sisters gallery, yes.
Sister gallery. Have you got any confirmed so far?
So far we have about 14, I think.
Okay, so you've got already there.
14, yes.
And with regards to the
this is without me entering into telling everybody. This is just without me.
Okay, that's great.
So that's this is the positive news. I mean, when I said in the beginning we're going to get sisters involved, my brothers near me, they were laughing at me. And I said, no, it will happen because we need to get our sisters involved. In the future, it will begin from them, then their children, and they will grow up and they will be national players, inshallah.
Inshallah.
And international players.
Very good. So we had actually sister calling us saying, where is the sisters tournament? They wanted to have
there you go.
this. And so obviously, since Abdullah I mentioned it, and even within that, before we actually announced it, we had a sister calling and said they want to actually have a sister tournament.
You say that, but it's interesting. I mean, it's really interesting.
Surprise.
Yeah, it is interesting. I mean, the reason being is you don't hear much of women playing badminton or specifically at tournaments. Yeah. We don't hear much. So that means the facility is there. It's just we have to find out.
Yeah.
We have to find a way to, not just us, all of our brothers, we're engaged somehow in activities. But we need to get our sisters, our wives, we need to get them involved because they need to do activities as well.
Great. Now, this then lets me move on swiftly to Dr. Abdullah Well, because you're a consultant and you're a doctor. You're a doctor of the body.
Thank you.
Now, we'll find out if you can elaborate a little bit. আপনি যদি একটু টাচ করেন কি health benefit আছে?
Very good question.
এইরকম স্পোর্টস এর সাথে।
I was dying to tell the audience, and especially Habib Bhai, they were helping a lot to Rohingya families. Let's go back to Rohingyas. When I went there, as I mentioned, in viewers first, that I saw the Rohingyas are very malnutrited. So nutrition is one factor. Number two, when I went there, I talked to the district commissioner, DC, who, as you know, in charge of whole Rohingyas, DC. He told me that the mosquito bite is increasing a lot. So you have to give a lot of mosquito net. As I said, I took his advice because mosquitoes are too much. Now, new disease is coming, the DC told me. It's called diphtheria. I don't know whether you know about diphtheria. Diphtheria is something, is the upper airway disease, especially attacked the children. And when it is attacked, the upper airway gets soiled up. When it's soiled up, they cannot breathe. Ultimately, they can even die within few days.
Now, interesting you're talking about this, but when you talk about malnutrition, আমরা দেখতে পাই বিভিন্ন নিউজে দেখেছি expecting mothers, those who are coming from the other side.
Sure.
Now, we know what facility we have in this country. Now, compared to those people when they're expecting about to get delivery or give delivery, এই যে ফ্যাসিলিটি যেগুলো লাগে the state of art with technology সাথে involvement আমরা দেখছি শুনছি that the babies are being delivered and I'm wondering at what condition are these babies being delivered?
Oh, they are actually what I heard about it. Some babies are delivered without any doctor, delivered like at home. Allah helps, and some have problem, and lot of babies they're suffering from malnutrition. They don't have milk, no sanitary water, so they're having diarrhea, cholera, and another thing is diphtheria, which is the product of unsanitation, dirty water. This is diphtheria causes. So they are really suffering from not only from malnutrition, from bad sanitation.
মানে আপনি ম্যালনিউট্রিশন তো বলছেন, পাশাপাশি আমি তো আমরা দেখেছি এবং মিডিয়াতে পড়েছি জন্ম হওয়ার 3 দিন পরেও মা কিন্তু বাচ্চাকে খাবার দিতে পারছে না।
পাচ্ছেন because of malnutrition they are not fed. মা খেতে পারছে না, মানে all you understand যে মা খেতে না পারলে বাচ্চা কিভাবে খেতে পাবে।
এবং পাশাপাশি আরেকটি জিনিস যেটা
that is a problem, big problem,
যেটা হচ্ছে যে বাচ্চা যে বাসায় যে পরিবেশে জন্মগ্রহণ করছে ওইটা হিটিং সিস্টেম বা টেম্পারেচার কন্ট্রোল,
the climate is so bad, the cold at night, they don't have proper house, not proper nutrition, and think about a baby of 1 or 2 years old in cold weather, they'll just simply gradually deteriorate and they'll just possibly go in one direction, bad to worse. Think about in this country, if somebody is malnutrited, prematurely delivered, we keep them in a nice environment, incubator, right temperature, right food with the nasogastric tube, they're not getting anything. No treatment, no food, no shelter, no heating, so obviously they are going to do badly. And a lot of children, a lot of babies are dying, unfortunately.
I mean, এটা হচ্ছে আসলে এটা একটা মানে it's something to ponder upon that আমরা যেখানে বসে আছি, যে দেশে বসে আছি, যে ফ্যাসিলিটি we are enjoying, কিন্তু just a difference if আমরা যদি ওইখানে হতাম, how would we have to bring
এটা ইম্পর্টেন্ট কথা বলেছেন। I was thinking when I come to this talk, we think about refugees in Canada, Germany, Italy. They're not that type of refugees. They are refugees without any cloth, no food, no medicine, no shelter. They are actually living under the sky. Not only adult, children and newborn babies. That's why initially I said, in human situation, whatever we see in the newspaper, they are not looked after well at all.
I mean, thank you very much for enlightening that. Thank you very much. কারণ এটা আমাদের জানা দরকার যে কি মানে পরিস্থিতি এখন আমরা শুনছি যে কি হচ্ছে এখানে।
But this is the failed situation. So I think we request to all of our listeners, all our viewers, please donate wherever you can. Now Iqra is coming in front. Please donate to them or donate any charity, whatever you can. £5, £10, £100, £200, £500. I request all our viewers, please donate something to save these human beings and these are our Muslim brothers.
Thank you very much. But আমরা একটু ফিরে যাচ্ছি এই ইভেন্টের যে ব্যাডমিন্টন ইভেন্ট, একটু যদি আপনি স্পোর্টসের ইম্পর্টেন্সটা মেডিকেলি যদি আপনি একটু টাচ করেন।
Of course. Now, first of all, ভাইকে আমি কংগ্রাচুলেশন আব্দুল্লাহ ভাইকে কংগ্রাচুলেশন জানাচ্ছি যে উনি একটা ভালো জিনিস চিন্তা করেছে, ব্যাডমিন্টন। এখানে আরো কোনোদিন শুনি না কিন্তু আমরা আগে যে ব্যাডমিন্টন আবার বাঙালিদের ভিতরে হতে পারে, বাট কংগ্রাচুলেশন to start something like that. Not only that, you already started for our sisters as well. So double congratulations.
I have taken out people from minicabbing. I have taken people from restaurants. I have taken people from unemployment. Now I'm taking people, the sisters.
Yeah, it's not only is physical exercise, it's also you have invented something which really will draw some money for the charities. And inshallah, badminton is very good sport. I have played badminton. I'm sure all of us did. Very good sport. I congratulate you. I will request everybody, please come along and play with Abdullah Bhai and play with us.
Thank you. Just to say, we are expecting at least 24 teams. Just
very good.
Social level.
Alhamdulillah.
So if you must come as a team.
I like to be as a doctor.
So you're one team now.
Inshallah.
So when you say 24 team, how many people are we anticipating, team member?
Well, this is what's going to happen. In the morning, we're going to have the sisters gallery, and we're going to have the social level. So we're expecting from the sisters 24 teams to 28 teams. And from the social level, 24 teams to 28 teams. So we're going to finish that by about 12:30.
So when is it starting?
We're starting at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
And when is it finishing?
It will finish late night about 7, 8 o'clock? 7, 8 o'clock.
7 o'clock. And then there will be prizes distributed to different levels?
There will be different events. There will be different events. As soon as we finish the social level and sister levels, we're going to go into singles.
Okay, thank you. We'll find out more. I'm sure if people are interested, and people will come in and they can find out more in details about it. The information is on the Iqra International website. Am I correct?
Yeah.
গ্রেট হাবিব ভাই, আমরা অনুষ্ঠানে একেবারে শেষ পর্যায়ে চলে আসছি। আপনি যে গালা ডিনার বলেছেন, আমি একটু জানতে চাচ্ছি আপনাদের প্রজেকশন কি এবং কত মানুষ আপনারা এক্সপেক্ট করছেন, এবং গালা ডিনারের মধ্যে একটু যদি আপনি টাচ করেন 30 সেকেন্ড, আরও কী কী আছে, কারণ ডোনেশন তো থাকবে, পাশাপাশি আর কী কী আছে যেগুলো মানুষ দে ক্যান বি ইন্সপায়ার্ড অ্যান্ড লার্ন ফ্রম দি ইভেন্ট।
আসলে জাস্ট এ রিমাইন্ডার এগেইন, আমরা ডিনারটা this Sunday 7th of January Royal Regency Eastham জি এখানে আমরা এক্সপেক্ট করি আর 500 plus guests.
আচ্ছা, so you went houseful?
Yes, inshallah. There will be some nasheeds, there will be some presentations, there will be some speeches.
When you say presentations spiritual
about Rohingya,
okay.
The victims, what's happening to them.
Okay, the updates, okay.
Yes, of course. And there will be some obviously we will have some special guests who will be talking for them as well, and the ultimate goal is to raise some fund basically for the Rohingya.
So basically there will be meals there, and people can enjoy the meal at the same time they can participate and engage and contribute to the donation.
The contribution is the main thing, because we need to do something for the Rohingyans.
Great.
And this is a fantastic way to raise funds.
That's great. Thank you very much for enlightening us. My final question to you, Janab Shamsul Haq, why UEL, University of East London Sports Talk? Why did you organize it in this particular place?
This particular is reason being it's one of the biggest round for the badminton tournaments, and it's close to East London.
And so how will people go there? Will they be able to drive?
They can drive. There's parking facilities, obviously pay
Public transport.
And there also public transport, which is DLR.
The Galleon Street Station is the closest station.
Yeah.
Okay, DLR.
So you can use those ones as well. So yeah, it is one of the biggest, and like we said, we're doing separate sisters and their brothers as well. So this is one of the reasons.
On the day, we're expecting 150 teams.
150 teams, inshallah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to all of you. In last 30 seconds, your concluding remark.
I must inform the viewers that we have very, very good sponsors, and I especially name some of them. In Cityside Properties, they have donated a large amount of money, so thanks to them. We received another large amount of money from Fred Michael and Company Solicitor Accountants. We University of East London, they are a sponsor, and Signatures Properties, they are a sponsor as well. Thank you everybody for that.
Thank you very much for that. আপনাদের সবাইকে অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ। আমি আরেকটু কথা বলতে চেয়েছিলাম, but as always the hour is up. Thank you very much for all of you to come here.
Thank you too.
You're most welcome. প্রিয় দর্শক মণ্ডলী, আমরা কথা বলতে বলতে অনুষ্ঠানে একেবারে শেষ পর্যায়ে চলে আসছি। আমরা যেটা শুনেছি দুটি গুরুত্বপূর্ণ ইভেন্ট, একটি হচ্ছে গালা ডিনার, যেটি হচ্ছে এই রবিবারে 7th of January রয়্যাল রিজেন্সি হলে, যেটি 5:30টায় শুরু হচ্ছে। আপনারা ইভেন্ট সম্পর্কে যদি জানতে চান, যারা হাবিব ভাইকে চেনেন তারা সরাসরি যোগাযোগ করতে পারবেন, এবং ইকরা ইন্টারন্যাশনাল যে ওয়েবসাইট আছে আপনারা ওই ওয়েবসাইট থেকেও ডিটেল জানতে পারবেন। পাশাপাশি তাদের যে সেকেন্ড ইভেন্টটি হচ্ছে, যেটি আমরা শুনেছি, সেটি হচ্ছে ব্যাডমিন্টন টুর্নামেন্ট অন 14th of January. It's also a Sunday in 2 weeks' time, and it starts at 10 o'clock. And we have heard how you can participate. For more details, please visit the website Iqra International, and you'll find more details. That's all from me for today, inshallah. We look forward to seeing you all in our next episode or in our different episode. Till we meet again, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.